Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. This is episode 34. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Okay. Special announcements here to start it off. H2H Cleaning. H2H Cleaning is my cleaning company. You follow on Instagram at H2H Cleaning. You hit me up for all your local cleaning situations. Custom Hustle Jerseys. Custom Hustle Jerseys is my clothing line, if you want to call it that. That is an in and out of state situation. You know what I'm saying? Shipping and handling is on you. But cost you a little couple extra dollars, but you know it'll be well worth it. You get your jersey however you want it, whatever colors, whatever names, whatever numbers you need. You got them. Got the kids' joints, got your joints, and all of that. And now the wristbands just came in too. You get a wristband with any purchase from Custom Hustle, and wristbands are available to be purchased on your own. $2 a shot. Now, run through the stations. Tuesdays, GFT Radio Network, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, GFT Radio Network. Wednesdays, the Kickback app, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursdays, the I keep fucking this one up. WTNUphilly.com, 12:30 on Thursdays. Fridays, the I Say Podcast Radio Network, 10 a.m. Saturdays is the THC Radio Network. That is 10 a.m. as well. Now, these is my guys here. Episode 1 they back for another one. Introduce yourself to the audience. New listeners every day, B.
What's up, man? It's TJ.
T's third. That's on the podcast. T is becoming regular around here.
What's up,
Very
man?
dry intro for T. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, man.
He ain't never said nothing like
third time on the podcast, man. Appreciate the invite, Hype. Back
that
in the
boy,
building.
that boy true regular, man. Third time. Man, hey, what's up with it? This EJ. Part of his This Better This Way podcast. God damn, it's better this way.
This better.
You know, it's niggas just need a couple of practice rounds, bro. That's it.
He tried to score on me. He tried to get on me, Hype.
This is why I keep having y'all on, man. Like I told y'all before, man. Y'all know I fucks with y'all heavy. It's
really?
Better This Way podcast. These is my niggas right here. Episode 1 was with these guys. So now we episode 34 is back with these guys, but I need 4 episodes.
It's been 34 episodes, bro.
Yes, sir. February 1st is episode 1. But yeah, I need y'all back in the game, man. 4 episodes till we make it to 100. You know what I'm saying?
3.
So 3 episodes.
3.
Okay, 3 episodes. Even worse, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple of these practice swings out though with my guys. Now let's go. This episode is all right. How do you feel after the baby's born? We're gonna get a male perspective on how you feel after the baby's born. We always hear about the postpartums and how the woman feels and all the things that she goes through. Not to demean any of that, because your body is completely on the line. Your life is on the line ahead of this baby. So we're not looking to demean any of that from the women. So ladies, don't hear that. We're just trying to give you the male perspective of what happens after you had a baby. We're gonna start that one off with TJ.
So how do we feel about it?
Yes. How did you feel coming out of that baby being born? That first, let's just give you 4 or 5 months. Your daughter is here, and now what?
All right. The first thing you feel is excitement. Like, damn, I'm a dad. But the immediate second thought right after that is, I gotta raise this little joker. You know, like I gotta make some more money. I gotta get my stuff in order. You know, I gotta make sure her mom's straight. All that stuff. So you immediately go from excitement to responsibility in a matter of minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't want to go too far into it. I'll probably get there later, but like you immediately jump into like, how do I bond with a baby? Because it's not natural for a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the doctors are telling us you got to do that skin to skin thing, but the baby automatically know who mama is for some reason. It's just the way God designed it. But the dad kind of got to fight.
Though, so yeah.
Say what?
She grew inside of her.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's a different situation, yeah.
But as far as the dad, you kind of got to fight to let that kid know, like, I'm your parent as well. And, you know, just want to make your presence felt with the newborn.
E? Your son is here, now what?
I mean, it's pretty much what T said. I mean, like for me, you know, I saw it all. You know, I was there, umbilical cord being cut, and I still remember, you know, that little nigga getting pulled out. You know, at the coochie, you know.
That
So
shit's nasty. I seen
you
my
know,
second daughter. Oh God, no.
yeah. So it's just like it's. I guess with me, it was more like a wow thing for me. It was just like a wow, damn, man. You know, like that nigga look different from the pictures. You know, the little 3D pictures. I guess it was, you know, just a lot. You know, like I got a kid now. I guess it's just like a what I'm gonna do. It's like what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna do. But the shit always happen. I mean, I held them like the first night because like what T said, you gotta do the skin to skin. So it was a bond for me. But you know, he automatically bond with his mom for 9 months. So, you know, and I'm just, you know, my first time actually like feeling them and stuff like that. But yeah, you go into survival mode for it's like, not even survival mode, it's just like, I got to do this now. Maybe I need to stop doing this so I can do that. But me and my child's mom, we wasn't together. So I ain't thinking about how I'm going to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? I just went into like, so what I'm gonna do for us, you know, for me and my son. That's how I was, you know, a lot of shit we can dive into a little later.
All right, so what I would say is the first like 4 months, the first feeling that you get is obviously excitement. As long as everything goes right, you're excited when they get here. Because it's like, damn, you finally get to see them. You'd have had this big ass build up. You see them, they healthy, 10 toes, 10 fingers, great. Then responsibility, fear, reevaluating your whole situation. Once a baby is born, babies are grenades. They're gonna blow up everything that you ever knew, thought of, and had going on in your life because it's all different now. Your old life is gone if you're doing this shit the right way. Because now you're responsible for this person. This person knows how to do nothing but breathe. That is all they got going for themselves. Other than that, like they can't do it. So you holding them and it's like, I don't want to break this baby. I don't want the head to fall off. You questioning all of that. They got the soft spots and all of that shit. Like everything is being questioned. And as the man, you're being looked at as the pillar of strength. When in this situation, you just as weak as anybody else because you just don't know. It's like, I don't know how to navigate this shit. I don't know how to do this shit because I never had to do it. You might have had a little brother, a little cousin, or somebody that you watched the hell that did something, but it ain't the same thing as this shit is solely on me and her. And you also do got to deal with, like you saying, whether you with her or not, in that beginning stages, you kind of got to deal with this shit because this is affecting the child. You can't just be fuck her from the rip and she ain't even did, like, even if she didn't probably did some shit while she's pregnant, let me not say that. But her body is completely ripped to shreds. Like, so she got to be healthy enough to be able to nourish this baby or in a good enough space to take care of this baby when you ain't the fuck there. Because now you trying to pick up 3-4 extra shifts to make sure you got money for diapers and all of that type of shit. Jump in, T.
That's facts, man. I remember sitting in one of those last checkups before the baby is here, and I'm sitting in there waiting in the waiting room before they call our name, and I'm in there scrolling looking for second jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom was the day after, like we got another mouth to feed, like we know how to manage 1 or 2 incomes, you know what I'm saying? And we know how to spend it on 1 or 2 incomes, but now we got a third one who's not contributing. You know what I'm saying? They
cost more than both of us.
Yeah, like cribs. Oh, that's another part. I don't know if people talk about this, but the frustration of of getting the baby's room together. That's frustrating. Man, like I'm talking about putting cribs together. You got the car seat was hard, bro. Strollers. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that stroller was a bitch, bro.
Yeah, you gotta put the baby dresser. You gotta put that together.
Extra $80 for you to assemble this motherfucker.
Bro, I'm telling you, you know how many gray coat instructions I read, dog? You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of work. And I'm glad that you having a podcast like this, man, because it's actually something that's not talked about enough, even if at all, you know.
That's why you come to the podcast drive-through, you know what I'm saying? Get that all type of information. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am hype. Jump back in there.
Facts. What you say?
I said jump back in there now.
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna jump in there. I
I'm gonna tell
mean,
you like this then.
for
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, you got it. Go ahead. What you gonna
All
have?
right. I'll throw something at you here. The first time the baby gets sick. Now, that might be shit, they throwing up and shit, and you like, I didn't know these little motherfuckers could throw up. Like, how do you control the fever and all of that type shit? Like, I need
Well,
to know.
so with me, bro, like of course, like even if like you have your nieces, nephews, or whatever the case may be, it's always way different when you have your kids. But I was when my niece and nephew was being born, or when they was born or whatever, I was active a lot. So I ain't like stay up all night with them niggas because I feel like that wasn't my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be there, when I'm able to, but I got a good feel for certain shit. But like when Caleb, man, like when he got sick, like he used to have like diaper rashes, he had eczema real bad and shit like that. So I mean, I was there, and what helped me out a lot was his mom was a nurse then, so she like told a nigga what I need to do or the best option and shit like that. So that helped me out a lot. But it's just like I was scared. Like when he was born, I was like, damn, I hope I don't drop this little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or like I don't like I just hope I don't fuck up some way somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me. So it's just like now I got to be on 10. I got to be on alert, like not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Every time the baby make a noise, you got to wake up and shit, make sure you're straight. I feel like that's what people do, when they like active, and they not, not there on the weekends and shit like that. You give up a lot of yourself just to make sure another well-being is good or that they comfortable. You try to make it more, well, it's a big ass learning experience though, honestly. I mean, because like Caleb's 7 years old and like I'm still learning to this day,
I mean, shit, your kids could be 27 and you can still be learning on how to deal with them. You never stop learning how to deal with them because they evolve and become different people as they go on. But this is what I'm really trying to tackle here with y'all, because this is what I want the women to understand is we always hear about the postpartum situations from the women and how the baby comes and it affects the woman's life and it affects the woman's whole situation, but we don't really get that from the male perspective. So it's like, I want y'all to go deep in here with me with this shit. Like, break that shit down for me about how that shit affected your whole situation. Like, let the women know, like, yo, this is what we go through when we have these babies. And it's not just y'all who are going through, like, it's not a male. I mean, maybe it is male postpartum, if that is a thing, but it's how is that shit hitting us? Is like what I want to get. Is what I want to get out to the audience with this.
Well, what I remember, when Caleb, a few months after Caleb was born, or whatever, he helped me get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of pussy. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. But jokes aside, let me see. I don't know. I feel like I tackled it just a little bit. I mean, like for us, like bodies and shit, I feel like that's gonna be different from a woman from when it comes from a man from having a baby. It's like the child is no longer in them and they didn't build the bond, so it's just like it comes with that. But it's one thing is I know I was real attentive towards her because she was pregnant. And now that she wasn't pregnant, my attention went straight to Caleb. You know what I'm saying? So even though we wasn't together, I was still very active during the day, during the whole time and shit. So I know it became an issue to where my attention was like no longer really on her. It was more.
I was about to go there with it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how the relationship adjusts from it just being me and you, me and the woman, you and whoever your big mom is, your wife, or however your situation works out for whoever's listening, to now this baby comes.
See, I feel like you're
this is how most people ended up. This is how the cheating usually starts. Is because, like I said, these babies come like grenades and they blow up your situation. Before
I
it
feel
was
like T can
just
do a better job at explaining that, but like for it's me coming from like I guess like an idea perspective from I guess a person actually being with somebody.
no,
So
no,
he
no.
probably
See, this is why I got y'all on here because we're gonna give these 3 different perspectives of this situation. We got all different outlooks and different ways that our situations was at the time that you had these babies. These things is mapped out. E, I got you. I'm point guarding this whole situation.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this is how the cheating starts though, is because now all the shit that I wanted from this woman that I was getting is no longer there. Because now we both have to pretty much say fuck each other for the next couple of months because we are both walking on eggshells trying to take care of this baby. We try to make sure that we can handle this situation the best possible way. And now it's like when you look up, it's like, well, damn, you know you couldn't hit for however many, what is it, like a month, month and a half, something like that. Because it's just not even an option. Y'all too fucking tired anyway at that point because you're waking up every 2 hours with the change in and all of that shit. And like T said, you done now picked up another fucking job and you ain't even thinking about it. But then when you go, oh, what's up? She tired. She got the baby sleep with her, or like it ain't what it was. So now you go looking for that shit somewhere else. Is how most of these situations usually start. Then once the chick can get herself back, and now she know that you out doing whatever the fuck you doing, she goes, "Oh, this nigga out here doing this now. I got to go get my shit off."
Oh,
Like
dang.
eye for eye type situation. Go ahead, T.
Yeah, I do feel like the dynamic changes between that man and that woman, especially if they together, they, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the case is. In particular, if this is y'all first one together, you got to get to know them again because what y'all knew beforehand, before the baby was here, that was his own separate relationship, you know. But when that baby get here, you got to get to know him again. You got to get to know her again because that's a different person. Now you dating or now you married to somebody that has a child, and you dealing
both
with
y'all
that.
it changes.
Yeah,
No question.
it changes, man. So I think with I only got one kid, so with my ex, I went into it thinking that everything was still the same way. Yeah, I didn't realize I was dealing with a mother now. Her priority is gonna be the baby.
You go from a girlfriend to a mother is a totally different situation.
Yeah, facts. And so if I'm being honest, if I'm being completely honest with my guys here, you can feel a sense of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, the attention used to be on us. We used to go out, hang out on Fridays,
Thank you,
Saturdays,
T. This is what I need here, T. Come on.
We used to be able to sit down and watch TVs and crack jokes on each other. But now it ain't none of that happening, bro. We just here for the baby. It's like a job. We just teammates right now. We get back to love and romance when they can walk. Yeah. And so the relationship between the man and the woman changes. And especially, like I said, this only got one kid. You having to just set new parameters, set new boundaries, family, the other family members, grandparents and all that stuff. Like you got to find a way to include them, but not intrude on the new parent that you're with or that you're dating or that you're married to. So that relationship between the male and the female, man, it changes after that baby comes. And being conscious of that gives you an advantage because I definitely wasn't conscious of it. I was not aware.
One thing before you jump back in, E, I will always give Boar credit for this. Boar, my nephew is 6 months older than my oldest daughter. Boar told me this shit before it happened. Like everything gonna change. The shit ain't the same no more. Like you gotta look at it like it's a totally different situation. So that once the shit did flip, I was like, damn, nigga, you was right. Like I will always give Boar credit for that one. Because my cousin was like, his son is like a couple months older than little Boar. And he like, well, nobody never told me. And I thought that bitch was crazy and I left him. Like nobody hit me to the game. So I didn't know. Go ahead, E.
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing too much. I was just gonna agree with whatever the fuck T had said at the time because I forgot he was talking. But I mean, but no, it does. And I spoke on that a little bit. For us, like with Caleb's mom, I was just like, she felt a certain type of way because my attention wasn't going to her. It was going to him. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you're like me being over there, and I guess feeling the kicks and shit like that, being attentive towards her, like that stopped. And it's just like, okay, now I got to take care of this little nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my main priority. So she definitely felt the way towards that. But I mean, I guess just like, you know, like you said, Boris said, like, man, this shit tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, I was what, 24, 25 when Caleb was born. So it's just like, ain't nobody told me, showed me shit, how shit could be, what could happen, what might happen. You know, it's just like me going in there and just accepting and just going off the shit that I know or, you know, experience or thought.
You had to write the manual. you got to create it. And you know what? Something else. I know that when, you know, me and my ex we was both first time parents, and so approaching this thing called parenthood, one of the things that we was doing was bumping heads. Like I give an example. I was trying to be proactive because I wanted to like get rid of the idea that fathers don't do nothing for the baby. So I'm hands-on. I'm changing diapers. I'm burping. Hey, come here. Come to dad. Let your mom have her time. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all of this, but I realized that, I'm stepping on her toes because she wants to be a mother, you know? And so, like, I was so hands-on that I ain't take a time to sit back and think that I'm taking the opportunity away from her to bond and be with the child. And so, I don't know, just trying to be mindful of that, just being mindful of boundaries again. They go back to boundaries, man.
Let me ask you this though, T. Just based off of what you just said. You said you didn't want to step up, because I remember you talking to me about that, but you said that you said that you stepping on her toes because she want to be a mom. So like, but what is it for you to be a dad though? Because I feel like for you to be a dad, for you to be the father, you gotta that's pretty much the same thing. So I guess it's just like, how can I put it? I guess it's just like, like y'all, it's working together.
It's a delicate balance
like,
there, yeah.
Yeah, like you working on a special project at work and shit. Like this person got a way of doing things, and y'all got you got a special way of doing things. Because I guess that's always been my issue. Parenting is just the different ways that we parent, and we're not in the same household, so we always bump heads and shit.
I think what I had to realize, what I needed to do, because somebody told me this. I can't remember if it was a coworker or a friend, but he had said, the baby don't need you right now. He said that baby need the mama. So you need to be there for the mama, you know what I'm saying? So she can be there for the baby. And once I figured that out, I was like, oh, okay, I got it. That makes sense. But I'll tell you another part to answer your same question is I realized how much we was bumping heads with this new parenthood, that I wonder subconsciously, if I was looking for another job just to like let her do her, you know what I'm saying? I do something productive outside of the home, because what I'm doing here, it ain't working for her. Like, I feel like everything I was doing was wrong, which also made me contribute to the child a little bit more. Like, I know how to make this baby be quiet. I know how to put him to sleep. I know how to burp him. I know how to do all this stuff. So what my actions do, the results actually work with the kid. But with the mom, like, damn, I can't get right. So I end up like just wanting to say, maybe I invest my time to just bringing the money in and making sure you happy. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe me working for their child is
It ain't.
It's not
Y'all
no avail.
both touched on what it is. T, you brought it up when you said it's jealousy. He said when she's pregnant, all your attention is on her because she's pregnant with the child. So you making sure she gets off the fucking curb and out the door, and you super attentive to her while she's pregnant, because she's in a, like I said, this is a life or death situation to have a baby. And you put all your attention on her for these 9 months to make sure she's good. Now the baby comes and y'all basically go, fuck her, make sure he or she is fine, make sure everything is good for you. Now she's dealing with, like I said, a body been ripped to shreds. She's now subconscious about, did I gain too much weight? I don't look the same way that I did. I can't move and do shit the same way that I was doing it because I gotta recover. And now, like you saying, T, this little person is used to being inside of me. So they completely want to be attached to me all times of the day. So now they're dealing with becoming a totally different person. Now they're dealing with having to react and change everything about this little baby. And at the same time, if y'all in a relationship, still trying to hold on to a little piece of your relationship, still trying to hold on to your friends, and like it's so much different shit to balance that it's like you can't even manage everything. Then
Yeah.
let's even get into this part of y'all butt heads constantly because y'all come from two different households. Shit didn't run the same way in your house that it did in her house. Then you got to deal with your parents who are always looking at you like a kid. They're never looking at you like I'm a grown ass man with my own family and responsibilities. They like, oh, you can't change it like this or you can't do it like that. And you're like, this shit is perfectly fine. Why the fuck do you keep interjecting? This is my child. I'm your child. I don't need anybody to wipe my ass. I'm
Right.
wiping the ass now. But you got to deal with all of that shit from either your mom or from her mom or dad or however all of that shit goes. And like I said, it's all just like it's like everything is just clashing and clashing and clashing. And if we don't ever sit down and have a conversation about, look, we got to maintain a focus on this, on our family, on us too, not just about this baby. Yes, we got to be all in for this baby because this baby needs us. This baby didn't ask to be here. We decided to fuck with no condom and have you. Like,
Right.
but at the same time, we can't lose sight of each other. If we lose sight of each other now, we fucking a baby up even worse because now we either stand in a situation that's toxic, or now we exposing you to fuck your dad. I ain't calling his dumb ass. He don't want to come get you. Like your mom be always doing this, that, or whatever. Now you putting it into a whole nother situation.
Can I ask? Can I know I'm not the host, man, but can I ask a question for the flow?
No doubt, bro. This is a safe
Yeah.
space, bro. When you're on the third time, you know what I'm saying? You're family here, okay? What's up,
Thank you,
bro?
sir. I appreciate it. Did y'all have, like, outside of you as the father and her as the mother, like, did y'all have assistance from y'all family or whatever? Like, people who would say, you know what, y'all need a break. Y'all need some time together. I got the baby. Like, did y'all have that or no?
I want to say, go ahead. E.
And if you did it make a difference?
Well, I mean, like, my situation is different. I mean, from y'all's because, you know, just me being, I was already single. So it's just like, but I feel like I did after a certain point because, so like one, the difference is being in a household with the mother of your child, you know, y'all collectively make certain agreements and shit like that. And y'all do what works best for y'all at the house, right? So I guess like in my situation, like getting a first time mother to be away from her child is you know, that was for
That
her
shit is like
to,
pulling teeth.
That's
yeah, it's
big,
like
though.
for her to accept not being away from, like, because
She
she
would
barely want the motherfucker with me.
she would be
You
there
know what
with
I'm
you, but
saying?
she ain't present at all because her whole thought process is, I wonder what the baby is doing.
Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
like with her going over to with him going over to my mama's house and shit like that. I feel like that took time for her to be like to be in acceptance, you know what I'm saying, with that and not trip the fuck out or blow up, call every so and so. But at the same time, I guess it's just like, I mean, like now, of course, I see that shit, you know, like different. It's just like she's a fucking mom, you know what I'm saying? That's her child, and it's just like, you know, I guess just being the separation and making sure that your child is being taken care of, you know, being that young. So it took a little time, but of course, that's mom's gonna be mom, you know what I'm saying? Whether she gotta come over there, you go over there, she gonna be mom and make sure she around that baby. So that was mine. So it happened eventually.
When my wife is from right around the corner from me. So my mom and her mom and dad lived around the corner. So it was like it's easy to get from my mom's to her mom's, you know, to get as far as like I didn't live right there in that same area, but it's easy, you know, for the assistance to be there. The help is there because she had her mom and dad and she had my mom. Like he is saying, as far as trying to go out and y'all need this time. It ain't even about somebody else recognizing do y'all need this time, but y'all one don't even want to leave a baby with nobody just because it's like, yeah, that's my mom, but like this is my responsibility. And it's like,
Yeah.
if we leave her, it's what the fuck we gonna do? We gonna sit there the whole time and go, I wonder what she doing. Is she all right? Is she cool? Did she cough? Did she sneeze? Did that fever come back? Did the rash come? Like you gonna worry too much to even want to go somewhere. Then once y'all do get into the stage of okay, we gonna leave her and go out the night. We gonna leave her to spend the night the first time. It's not what you thinking it is. Like T said, I'm still in the mindset of, all right, well, shit, ain't no baby. It's gonna be like it used to be. I know we about to bust it down all night. She's going to sleep. Like she's going to sleep, and you're sitting there mad as shit. And that's how you scrolling on Instagram, going, "This bitch is cute. This bitch is thick." Like you know what I'm saying? Like again, that's how all of that shit comes into play because those alone times are not y'all recognizing we still got to be about each other when we still got to be about each other too, not
So let me ask
just
y'all this.
just
I
solely
still got a
parent.
question before you come back with another one, T. So for y'all, when did it, I guess, get back to almost normal for us, like the dating and the
It
going
never
out?
will.
Well, I mean, I feel like it had to, because I feel like y'all still go on dates and shit like that, right? So it's just
It's a
so like
different relationship, totally different relationship.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I think
It's
it was
that
a new
shit is
normal.
gone. That is new Keisha now. After she had that baby, that girl that you met at the bar that y'all used to hang out and you did that shit gone. That shit ain't coming back. You might get little tricks and little pieces and little traits of that shit, but that shit is no longer here. She's now a mom. You're now a dad. Like your responsibilities, your outlook, just shit is never gonna be like that. It ain't gonna never be like it was.
Nice facts. Yeah, I think you just have to find and create a new relationship or a new way to like date and hang out and all that stuff. And then if I'm gonna put a time on it, I'll probably say after maybe a year for me. But yeah, I mean, even then it's still kind of tough. I remember like saying, "Yo, we need a break. Let's go to." I think I found some tickets to go to San Francisco or something like that. I like, "Yo, we can go to San Francisco. I'm gonna get my mom to watch the baby. Guess how much we gonna spend? We ain't gonna spend that much. I already looked at the flight, all this stuff. You know, we can stay here, blah blah blah." Nah, I ain't leaving my baby. I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So, like, just trying to figure out that timing. I don't know. To each his own. You got to know your woman. This is why I believe, man. Like anybody that's gonna have a kid, man, date that person. Date that
Yeah,
person. Learn
don't just
that
be having
person.
no frivolous babies. Yeah, copy
Now,
that.
granted, everybody's situation is different. Hell, I was born out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of at least can hope on a certain gauge where this person would be time wise, because I don't think you ever go back to how it used to be honest. You just gotta create an opportunity to open a door for a new relationship with her, you know.
Before we wrap this up, born out of wedlock and born out of a one night stand is two different things. Like that's
Not
totally
fact.
different situation. But you didn't answer the question that you threw out to us. Did y'all have that help or somebody look at y'all and say like y'all need a break, and how did all of that work out for y'all?
Yeah, nah, we ain't had that, man. I mean, we had my mom and that was it. Cause my ex, her people, I don't put her business out there, but her people passed, you know. So my baby only has one set of grandparents. And my dad ain't really around, but was around for my baby being a newborn. But my mom, she was there. She was very hands-on and all that stuff. But that was pretty much it. So if the baby wasn't with us, she was with my mom. If my mom was with us. And so we didn't have that help. And I asked that question because in my family there's been more babies coming along and everything like that. The family is growing. And I love to see like the young people in my family using their family to like, yo, can y'all jump in? Because we want to go have some drinks tonight. Because I think y'all got to keep that bond, man. Y'all got to like even when the baby is young, y'all
especially if you're trying to make it work.
Yeah, like I be seeing my little bros, like they still go out and go drink with their lady. I say, man, it's beautiful. That's how it's supposed to be. Because I stopped all that. We ain't do nothing. I ain't see a bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the house getting fat.
But it's situations like this that wasn't around. All of our kids are around the same age. 7, 8 years ago, these type of situations wasn't around. For
Yeah,
this is why
these
I wanted y'all to
conversations
come
were
on.
hot. Yeah,
These conversations were not being had where somebody is going, well, damn, maybe I didn't look at it like that. Maybe I do need a break. Like I said, Bor, I got an older brother that told me about that this shit was going to change. He just said nobody put him on. He didn't have that situation. My
yeah, me
cousin didn't
neither.
have an older brother that didn't put him on that situation. See what I'm saying? So it's like these conversations weren't being had 8 years ago. Now somebody might listen to this. They might be listening to somebody's shit from somewhere I don't even know about and say, well, damn, this is something that I heard and this is something that I've been feeling. And yo, maybe we need to do this so we don't end up in a bad situation or in a spot where now we hate each other and now we just growing a toxic kid.
Right.
Like it's just, times change and shit evolves. Before we wrap this up with my guys from the It's Better This Way podcast, I fucked this one up. Let the listeners know where y'all coming in from.
Dallas, Texas, baby. Landing
Home
the
of the
mic.
killers, home of the G's. Boys around here call it Doug
A Dub Deuce D's.
Niggas have exclusive bars.
Yes,
That must
sir.
get some of that exclusive E right there. Okay. This
That's
before we
tongue
wrap
tongue.
it up. Damn, E, I was gonna let it rock. E niggas ain't know. Before we wrap this up, y'all already know I fucks with y'all. We 3 episodes away. Can the listeners get a solid yay or nay on those 3 episodes so we can make it to 100 for my guys?
Yay.
I can say the listeners will give way more than 3 episodes. You know what I'm saying? From the duo. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we belong. You know what I'm saying? In a podcast. Alumni or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Fame or some shit. But we gotta get we gotta get past 100. We'll be there.
Hey, you know what? That's like just kind of like the whole conversation, because it's been a while since we did a podcast together. It's gonna be a whole new relationship. I don't think we can go based off of how it was, because now more people do video now. I noticed more people do video now, and we was more so audio. We had some videos up on YouTube, but it's a whole new playing field in just a matter of a year.
I'm saying though, because just like
always
T
changes
said,
and
man,
evolves.
like for us a relationship, T grew, I've grown. You know what I'm saying? I ain't loud and reckless like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I still mispronounce words now. Don't get that shit twisted.
Mispronunciate.
Yo, my nigga almost made it a whole episode. He lost his train of thought. He gonna lose his train of thought. And he always gonna fuck up at least one for you.
Damn, bro. A nigga should just shut up sometime, bro.
Yo, man, before we wrap up episode 34, y'all throw y'all handles out so the people know where to follow y'all at.
Freeway TJ on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at EJ is back. That's EJIZ back, and I'm only on IG. So
that's new and improved TJ out there in them streets. Yo, that's episode 34. Yo, shouts out to Dallas, Texas, y'all. We are out.